Hello again. I am now at this is the last step is to set the anterior mandibular teeth. Again, if you remember, if you recall from the last lecture, the anterior teeth in complete denture, they don't have any function except aesthetics. So this is why we don't pay attention to the lower anterior teeth until the end. Now let's look at the bite and see where we at with the balanced occlusion. As a rule, you cannot check balanced articulation or balanced occlusion before you check the centric contact. So when we set the mandibular teeth, we need to make sure the eccentric occlusion, they are holding shim stock. So go again and find out if your teeth are holding shim stock or not. So you can see all the teeth, all the lingual cusps here are holding shim stock. They are articulating. The interdigitation is great. It's solid. This is holding. You can see this is holding. So now you feel it. If you want to see it, one tab. You can see the contacts, centric contacts here on the other side. We have centric contacts as well across the board. And you can see the lingual cusp are marking, only the lingual cusp. So all the lingual cusp, they have marks. Now we need to check the eccentric, the balancing. So to do that, I'm gonna unlock only one side. Make sure it's still not loose. The other side is solid. Don't lock it, just make sure it's locked. Only one side is moving, this is locked. On the articulator, we're gonna check this movement. You cannot do the other movement. So look at it. So again, we only doing this movement. We look at it visually. Again, you don't want to move a lot, it's only 3 millimeters. Now if you can see, so let's look at this side. You can see the lingual cusp are touching. At the same time, they're not touching here. So that's not balanced. Let's check the other side. So I'm gonna look and open the other side. this side is better. So this movement, if you can see it, lingual cusps are touching, riding on the inner inclines of the mandibular lingual cusp. On the other side, at the same time, you have another simultaneous contact on the other side. See, the lingual cusp of the maxillary teeth are riding on the inner inclines of the buccal cusp. So simultaneous contact here and here. So that movement is great. I think I will pass. Again, that movement was not right. So let's look at it again. Yes, I can see that. Lingual cusp are touching. The other side they're not touching. This piece. So what to do? We're gonna mark it. Put it here. You're gonna see lines. 1, 2, 3 lines. The other side, I don't think you're gonna see anything. Maybe a little bit. Let me check. You know, when I look at it, I have two contacts. If you can see, the second premolar and the mesolingual cusp of the first molar are touching, while these are touching as well. So you know, I'm at this point of my career, if I'm my D3 student, D2 students, I will take that. Now, as you can see, when I slide and look both now, when I slide this way or that way, the anterior teeth will not touch the wax. And this is similar to the exercise that we did. All the function happens on the posterior teeth. When you do protrusive, see that tooth is hitting. Maybe we need to drop that a little bit. But let's set the front teeth and see what we get. So to set the mandibular teeth, again, they don't have any function except the aesthetic. So I'm gonna start with 24. So if you have a small space here, you can close the arch. So how do you close the arch? Basically, see how the canine is located? It has to be located this way, always the canines. So closing the arch mean I push this in like that. Be careful, any wax going to the fitting surface, this is dangerous. Can ruin the occlusion, can ruin everything. So I'm just doing the excursive movement again, making sure the teeth are not interfering. you have a space listed to the canine, that's fine. Fill it with wax. It's not important. Let's put it back onto the articulator. So while this wax is soft, if there is interferences with anterior teeth, just push the tooth down. I think I can push the teeth back a little bit. So we have the overjet that we're looking for. So when you go side to side, protrusive, anterior teeth, they don't touch. Everything is working with the back teeth. So again, if you need to work on your balance occlusion, finish it before you put your anterior teeth in the bottom. Now I think it's a good time to start festooning, clean up the wax, carve the gingiva, and make it look nice. After you make sure all the teeth in the right location, you can spend time on festooning that.